are making a necklace using Sam's Bead Box Earth's Wonders. And we're going to use the Canadian Jade graduated beads. And these range from, let's see, where are they? 6 to 12 millimeters. So we're going to use this whole strand. And we're going to use some of these really pretty little green and copper rondelles, and I have some things from my own stash that we're going to use with it as well, and we're going to make a really pretty necklace. So I love this green. This green is amazing, and it'll go with so many things. So you have darker shades, you have lighter shades, and it's just beautiful. So this is what we're going to use, and we're pretty much going to string it like it is, except for using some spacers that I'm bringing into the mix. So I'll be right back and we'll get ready. Okay, everyone, so what we have is the Canadian Jade strand. We have some of these. They are metallic resin spacers, and they come on like a strand of a bunch of different spacers. You can get them at Michael's. So I have some of those. I have some of my little wavy spacers, some of my little ball spacers. I have from Sam's Bead Box as well, these cute little rondelles that we want to use in our mix. I have a toggle clasp, a couple 3 millimeter jump rings, a couple crimp beads, and I have this metallic soft flex antique brass color in medium, and I haven't even opened it yet, so we're going to use this for the first time today. And I'm sorry, I just got the hiccups for no reason at all, for just out of the blue. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to cut this off because I want to see like how long I actually want this. And I will give you guys a measurement in a second here. All right, so let me cut this off. I'm leaving room to close off the ends, plus knowing that I'm going to have a toggle clasp on it. So we're going to keep that all in mind as well. And let's just take a quick measurement of this. So go a little bit more. It looks like we have about 30¼ inches, okay? So it's not going to be super duper long, but it's going to be longer. And I am okay with it not being beaded all the way up to the top, but we shall see how we do. So we'll play all that by ear, of course. I'm just going to move those spacers off to the side, move my clasp and jump rings off to the side because we don't need them right now. But we do want these out. And we'll put these spacers up here, and we want these out, okay? So let's go ahead and cut this open. Oh, there we go. So I want to try to leave these in as much order as I can so I don't get the sizes all like messy. And it looks like we have 3 of the 12 millimeter, so that like works out perfect for me. So these are 6s. And I save all these little clear beads too because these work great if you're doing like putting like the longer bead caps on and you want to show more of your actual bead. So these are great little things to put on there. Some 8s, some 10s. And here are our 12s. So let's go ahead and use these first because I want the larger beads to be the center of my necklace. All right, so that's what we have here. And let's go ahead and let's just put one of these larger beads on. And I want to use these in between. So I love these metallic resin spacers because they're lightweight because they're made of resin, but they look like real metal, and that's what I love about them. So we're definitely going to use those in the middle here. We want this to be kind of like a chunky and kind of oh, what am I thinking of? kind of like rock and roll necklace. Oops, I put two of those on in a row. That wasn't what I wanted to do. All right, so, and it's just gonna be like, I want it to look a little edgier. So something that I can, you know, wear with a really cool pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and, or like, you know, a really cute like sweatshirt or sweater, and just have it be really fun. So we're only going to use 4 of those. We'll set the other 2 aside for now. And let's go ahead and put on our, we're just going to go string one side here. So next we're going to use the 10 millimeter, and we are going to use these little spacers in between, and we're going to have one facing the bead and one facing the opposite way, so they're both like kind of like back to back there. And then put the other one on. It's gonna be a really quick project, and maybe maybe if we have time, maybe I can do like a quick little pair of earrings to go with it. So let's do the same thing here. And put this one. So I'm just gonna remember to try to save a couple beads afterwards. All right, so now that we have that, this is what it looks like so far. Then I want to use some of these. I want to use one of these in here. And then maybe let's do 2. Kind of break it up a little bit. And then let's string on our 8 millimeter. Do a little spacer in between, and we're just kind of making this up as we go because I really had no idea how I wanted to do this. All I knew is I wanted to use all these things together. All right, a little spacer, and we're gonna save a little 8 millimeter green bead. And there we go. And let's do 2 more of these. And then we can do our 6 millimeter. Put a little spacer in between. 6 millimeter. Spacer. 6 millimeter. Another spacer. Save one 6 millimeter for one of the earrings. And there we go. And then let's see, we're gonna need 2 and 2 for the other side. I want to save 2 for the earrings, so let's just end up there with that. All right, so that's the one side. And let's go ahead and pull these beads off and do the other side. I sent those little clear beads fly in there. And I think I got them all. Okay, nope, there's one more. Oh, nope, there's one more. Okay, now we got them all. All right, so let's do our 10 millimeter bead. Our little wavy spacers back to back. There we go. 10 millimeter bead. Wavy spacers back to back. And 10 millimeter bead. And then we can do 2 of these. Do our 8 millimeter with a spacer. On there. And then another 8 millimeter save that 8mm one. And then we need these two. Trying to see if I use a, nope, I did not, okay. Whoops. And let's save that 6mm. All right, so now we have these 4 left. And we do a spacer in between each one. I think the sun's trying to come out finally. It's been cloudy all morning and it's 10:30 right now. So this is my second video of the day that I'm making today. And I might be able to squeeze 1 or possibly 2 more in. I got a couple more projects lined up that I wanted to make sure I get out, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here is the necklace, and we're going to leave it just like that. I might go up on the sides with some more of these little spacers. Let's maybe do 4 or 5 on each one just to kind of complete the look. Let's start with 4 and see what we think. Get on there. Oh my goodness, there we go. All right. And then this side. Okay, now that I'm done with that, let's see how long I really want this. I just want to make sure that I'm not going too long. Actually, that's not too long at all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and leave the beads just like this because I want some of this to show. It's really nice wire and I really want it to show. I'm trying to decide if I want to you know. So one thing I did learn, I do want to crimp those down, but we're not going to do it right away because I learned my measuring process when I'm closing off something isn't the greatest. So let's just put those crimp tubes on for now, and then we'll let them sit there. And then after we get the toggle on, we'll make sure we have it all nice and squared away and even. And then I'll squish those so they are yeah, you know, I can't thank you guys, oh my goodness, so that they're nice and even, and one side isn't like, it's not centered, because I hate it when the back isn't centered properly. It bothers me so much. So let's just go ahead and we're going to string on one of these, and I probably didn't even need those jump rings because I'm going to string our toggle right on. And we're going to take off probably about 1.5 inches of this just to give it the right length for myself. And I'll give you guys a measured finished length when we're done here. So we need our crimping pliers. There we go. Nice little crimp, just like that. Let's cut off that extra because we don't need it. Beautiful. Now let's do the other side the same way. So we need our crimp tube and the rest of our toggle. Let's lose about 1 inch or so of wire. Just slide that right up. And let's make sure our loops are about the same. So we need a little bit more. It's the little things like that I don't know, like I can have a lot of things not bother me, but if my loops aren't close to being the same, like for the end of a necklace, if I'm not using a wire guardian, it kind of annoys me. I don't know why, but it does. All right, nobody sees it because it's on the back of your neck, but it still just kind of bothers me a little bit. All right. So now we have that, and now let's put it together. Move all this stuff off to the side, and let's make sure, what I'm doing is I'm making sure this is centered, okay? So like if it's on my neck, it's going to be in the center of the back of my neck. And then we're just going to push all that down. And we're going to come in and give these a good squish. Not picking up on the necklace at all because we don't want it to do anything wacky. Okay, and then once we know we have that down there, so let's make one more big squish. Okay, one more big squish. And there we go. All right, so now let's do like a finished length here. See what this is. See, there's a little bit of like room, which is good. We want that. But it's not going to be so tight where it's going to be like stiff. So from, where'd you have my thing? Oh, there it is. From clasp to the bottom of this, it is going to hang about 13 3/4 inches down from the back of your neck. So that's about perfect. So let's just set him off to the side, and then I'll be right back and we'll do a quick pair of earrings to go with. Okay, I'm trying to decide how I actually want to do this. So I've got a couple eye pins, a couple head pins, a couple jump rings, and a pair of ear wires, and I have 2 of these left. I really would like to incorporate those into the earrings. Not really quite sure how I want to work it, and I might do, let's see, so if I did one of these little spacers and one of these little guys and a spacer on our eye pin, and then on our head pin, if we did this one at the bottom, don't know if we can incorporate that. Actually, you know what, that might not be bad. Let me see. Let's see if we did this. So if we did that, say we did a few of these, stack this guy on there. Nope. Maybe if we did that, put one of these little spacers in, trying to get it to look how I kind of am imagining it in my head. Oh, I do not like that. All right. Let's try this again. Okay, that's not so bad. And that does lift it off there just a little bit. So if we did that. Actually, I don't mind that. And then do a little spacer on top. I actually don't mind that at all. All right, so this is what we're going to do. So this is what our bottom is going to look like. I want it to kind of mimic what this has going on for the most part. So that's what we're trying to do. Let's make a simple loop here. Make sure it's nice and connected. And then we'll do a simple loop here. Might not even need the jump ring, but I'm not sure if I want like a space in between these where I would use the jump ring or what. All right, so we have that, and then let's open up our ear wire. hang that on there. Oh, I don't think I want to use the jump ring in between, but let me just test this out and see. No, I definitely don't want to use a jump ring in between. I can tell already. This is going to be perfect. All right, so do a little playing around, and this is what we have now. So that, I feel like that looks kind of edgy and cool. So let's go ahead and leave that. I mean, as edgy as I can be at my age, right? So let's do that. Let's go ahead and make our next one. So we know we used the 8mm at the bottom of our head pin. Then we used our little wavy spacer, our resin metallic spacer, our wavy spacer, and this guy. We did a simple loop. And straighten that loop out. There we go. Simple loop. And then on our eye pin, we did a, oh man, let me grab another eye pin. I missed a bead. Should have had an extra eye pin on standby here. There we go. Oh, not eye pin, head pin. Head pin, Jody, head pin. All right, guys. I'm really okay. I'm really doing just fine. All right, so there we go. Let's fix that, shall we? Because you know what I missed? I missed this little spacer here, and that actually makes a big difference. So cut that off, and let's redo that. I should have left this where my hand wasn't covering it so I could see it. All right, so we have our 8mm, in case you guys don't remember, and our wavy spacer, our other spacer, wavy spacer, cute little green bead, spacer, all in our head pin. There we go, that's better. And then we'll go ahead and make this a simple loop. And we have our simple loop made. There we go. We need our eye pin, and we need our spacer, our 6mm bead, and our spacer. And we'll make another simple loop. There we go. Oops, sorry about that, guys. All right, so now we can just go ahead and connect everything. Make sure it's closed all the way. There we go. Now we have a cute pair of earrings that match our necklace, and I will try that on for you so you can see how it looks. I'll be right back. Okay guys, here are the earrings. I think they look really cute. I was worried that it would look weird, but it doesn't look weird at all. It looks cute. And then here is the necklace. And see, it's a good length. It falls like right mid-chest there, so I like that, or just a little bit lower than mid-chest. And it has all kinds of really pretty little spacers in between, giving it that metallic look, but also, you know, really focusing on these beautiful Canadian jade beads. I hope you guys like this one, and give you kind of an idea, because I knew this would have to just be a necklace. It just has to be, because it's beautiful. Of course it doesn't have to be, but I felt like it had to be. And it would even look cute as a shorter necklace too. So if you wanted to do like a shorter necklace with it, it would look really good too. I think it looks really pretty. but that's what we made today. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.